and welcome to the Authentic Communicator. My name is Kira Pogi Brevka, and I'm so glad you stopped by my little corner of the internet today, because today I'm recording the very first episode of the Authentic Communicator, and it's completely unscripted. Speaking of authenticity, we're just going to go out and try this. I'm going to share with you what the Authentic Communicator is, what the podcast is about, why I'm starting it, and what I hope you'll get from each episode if you join us and you listen. So first of all, what is it? Well, the Authentic Communicator is a podcast dedicated to discussing authenticity in content creation. How can we show up as our most authentic selves whenever we are creating something and sharing it with the world? And that could be content creation in the business and marketing sense of the term, right? We could be talking about creating a business blog or an Instagram page that helps feed leads into your bakery. Or we can be talking about content creation in a creative sense. Maybe you're a musician. Maybe you're a performer in live theater, and maybe you're a performance artist, or maybe you're a painter and you want to share your art with the world, your content, your creativity with the world. I want to talk about how we can find our authentic voices and show up as our most authentic selves. Now, why do I want to have this conversation? Well, really two reasons. The first being, I'm learning as I go, just like you are. We're in this together. We're in the journey together. We're going to have these conversations together. And I hope that as I learn and grow, you learn and grow as well. Because I started my business, my marketing consultancy in 2021. So 3 years ago now. And at the time, especially in the beginning, I spent so much time cheerleading my clients, as I should and as I love to do, telling them to go out there, just share their voice, their expertise, their enjoyment and excitement around a topic in content. And, that could be videos, blogs, social media, whatever it might be. And I realized, as Alice in Wonderland says, I was giving good advice to other people. I wasn't taking it for myself. And I kind of sat with that for the last couple of years. I really haven't been creating consistent content around my own business. I've been doing it for clients, but not for myself. And if I really examine why that's true, to be really vulnerable with you right now, a lot of it's fear. It's fear that, what if I don't have enough to add? What if I have nothing to say? What if it's already been said before and my ideas are just something they could hear on another YouTube channel? And that imposter syndrome is real. Even though I've been doing what I've been doing for over 16 years, and I love helping my clients, and I love doing marketing, and it's creative, I still have that imposter syndrome, even though I'm not brand new. And every single entrepreneur that I've spoken to, every single client that I've worked with, and even when I worked as an in-house marketer in the corporate world, every leader I spoke to, was kind of part of their deal was, oh gosh, do you really think I should create content? I don't know if I would add to the conversation. What do I have to say? I get nervous in front of the camera. What if they don't like what I have to say? What if I'm not good at presenting? There's all of these fears that just pile up and kind of snowball. And I said, okay, if I'm going to do something about this, A, I should definitely be taking my own advice. If I'm telling my clients to do something, I should be doing it as well. And B, I want to help people get over that fear, or at least learn how to work with it, right? Because actually in one of my interviews that you'll hear, a very wise woman, Angie Robinson, who's an incredible leadership coach, said, I don't like the word overcome because it implies that you're kind of done. You figured it out, you're done. Whereas I think those feelings of fear and imposter syndrome, they come in waves. And you may be doing fantastically for a few months, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you say, am I really going to make that video today? I mean, I know I've been consistent, but what do I have to say? And if you ever feel like that, you're not alone. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist, life coach, or a counselor in any way, shape, or form. But I do think that having these conversations, human to human, just sharing our experiences, there's so much we can learn from one another. There's so much we can learn when we realize that we're not alone, that we're in community, and moving through some of these same challenges together. And what I really hope that you garner from this show is, number one, inspiration. I hope you hear other people's stories and realize that if they can do it, you can do it too. If they can say, I'm afraid to create content, but I have a really great idea, so I'm going to get out there and do it and just see what happens, you can do that too. I hope that as you're listening, you garner connection with this community. And as we build the community over time, I hope you find other people that you can connect with and say, hey, I have the same problem. What are you doing about it? I hope that we learn from one another. And at the end of the day, I hope that whether it's in public content creation or just stepping into your office in the beginning of every morning, that you can walk into the world as your authentic self, being true to yourself, being proud of who you are, and do so with less of those feelings of fear, doubt, imposter syndrome, hesitation. So I'm so glad that you're coming on this journey with me. I cannot wait to see where it takes us. And I can tell you that there are a lot of wonderful guests that have already recorded. They spent time with me, and I'm so grateful for that. They have so many incredible nuggets to share. And I can't wait for future guests to join in the show as well. So keep on listening. Let's step into this world and be our best authentic selves together. And thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Wishing you an absolutely incredible week.